Thanks to Cypher. Yeah, I think your last topic showed quite good that working groups are collaborating also for the E2E for fields. We're working quite good together. And now I'd like to give you a small but quite dense overview of what we've done in workgroup in vehicle communication so far. So to go through the agenda, well, there's like 4 or 5 topics. First of all, I'd like to talk about the classic platform. We've got some additional support for 10-base-T1S. Then as a second one, it's more of a technical topic for integrators, but I wanted to summarize it for you as well as possible, the rework of partial networking. And then a bit of a cleanup topic, sorry, thanks. A bit of a cleanup topic with the service discovery harmonization, but nonetheless, by all means, a not discardable topic. It's a very important one. And in the very end, we have some new DDS features that can be used. So let's jump right into it. We have a bit of topics. For the first one, the 10-base-T1S, or better said, the 10-base-T1S multi-drop feature has already been introduced last release in 2020. For this release, we're proud to say that we have an enhancement. So that is also now there's also now an SPI interface introduced for Ethernet communication, and this means now if you have communication with a controller that has no Mac client, that you can now use the MAC-PHY similar to CAN and FlexRay. And of course, we have now better integration of 10-base-T1S in AUTOSAR, and that means, of course, cost reduction and increased support. Then this was just a quick go over, but it's because we have some topics. So to the next one, we have here some rework of partial networking, COMM and NM handling. What here mainly happened is that we changed a bit of the handling of PNCs, and the main use case, if you don't know, is of course for partial networking that you can partially shut down and start parts of the network and save energy in the system. And what has been reworked are 2 main points. I tried to show them here in these 2 pictures with the before and after. So you have to look at the second layer. In the first picture with the before, you had the separate COM signals, which were basically used, and that has been changed to use dedicated APIs. And on the same time, basically all the PNC handling from the different buses has been centralized into one network management document. And with that comes also some clarifications on the detailed usage of network management user data, and also if you have multiple PNC top-level coordinators. That was a further clarification which was already there, but has been enhanced. Now, it doesn't seem of that big much of a change, but what this definitely has done, it has simplified integration for partial networking. So it has definitely simplified efforts for integrators when using partial network clusters. And if we now come to the next topic that we had in IVC, yeah, this is our cleanup topic. Here, it seems like a quite simple topic. We basically had a major cleanup between the service discovery documents, so between the protocol specification of some IP service discovery and between the software module service discovery. And what basically is surprising or what is beneficial is the outcome that the software module service discovery was quite slimmed down with 179 duplicate specification items that were basically growing over time. and it was not wrong specification, but it was simply put 2 times there, once in the protocol and one in the software module. And we cleaned that up, and by all means, the benefit for the users, leaner and clearer specification, is something that we can also be proud of. And if we go now to the next topic, now we come to the DDS enhancements for the adaptive platform. So if we go very small back, this was for the foundation, so for the classic platform and the foundation that considers both. And now we are on the adaptive platform for DDS. So we have some additional DDS support that begins with some enhanced discovery mechanisms. Basically, what is now supported and made a first-class citizen as AUTOSAR is the DDS topic entity, and it's now possible to offer and find a service instance via a single well-known DDS topic. And on top of that, of course, service the binding with is possible with the topic prefix and an instance-based mechanism. All right, and additionally, on top of that, it's not just the enhanced discovery, but we also introduced security features from DDS that are now usable on deployment. And yeah, it was a bit tricky to introduce this into AUTOSAR. However, with working on, basically we took the AUTOSAR meta classes and reproduced some kind of mapping to the DDS security features, have some intermediate DDS XML artifacts basically, and this is also explained in a technical report in the AUTOSAR specification. And with that, it's possible that on deployment, DDS security features such as the QoS profiles library, for example, can be used. And both of them basically target, as the site says, improved interoperability, scalability, and portability of DDS in AUTOSAR. So yes, next to some IP, we're trying to develop something that is more, as the name says, distributed in DDS, and slowly but steadily we are basically, I think, succeeding on that in building up a flexible adaptive platform communication that is also prepared for the challenges of the future. All right, that was a small but hopefully dense presentation for you, and with that I'd also like to conclude it. It was a lot of things to cover in such a small presentation slot, so I hope you're good with that. I brushed a bit over the topics. We can talk about it in detail if you have any questions. And with that said, that's all, folks. I'd like to hand over to Oliver and the CP enhancements.